So I did not prepare my chia seed pudding for breakfast. It needs to sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours or overnight. And so I'm going to make it now while I get the French toast ready, and we will have it for a snack in a little bit. You want me to put the chia seeds in? Ready? Ooh.
Pop, 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 pop.
All right, keep pouring. Good job. For our family of 6, I am doing 3 cups of milk, 3/4 cups of chia seeds, 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. You can do honey, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. How many is that? 1.
1.
Okay, ready? And pour. How many is that?
7.
2.
2.
Good job. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job, buddy.
So plus it like this. 1, 2, 3.
3. Good job.
What?
4.
4.
Good job. I'm just going to be covering this, place it in the fridge, and I'll check on it in a couple hours. My kids like to have snack anywhere from 9:30 to 10, so we will see if it is ready then. Judah! Is that good? You're not supposed to eat the bread yet.
No, I'm cool.
All right, watch out, ready? I am so excited to be sharing with you my new 100% whole wheat, freshly milled bread recipe. It is available on my website at faithfulacresfarmhouse.com, and it is so soft. It has taken me many loaves and a lot of failures to finally have the perfect whole wheat bread recipe. It rises beautifully. This bread recipe was made with a hard red wheat, and I did that purposely because hard red wheat doesn't tend to rise as well. And I wanted to make sure that this recipe created a beautiful, soft loaf that was still super delicious and, of course, full of nutrition, because what I have been doing is cutting the recipe and doing half white flour or unbleached all-purpose flour and half whole grains. But I really wanted to master a perfect, or as close to perfect as I could, whole wheat, 100% whole wheat recipe.
Nothing can separate me from your love. Nothing can separate me from your love. Lord, you are King of Kings. I'm here to give you everything. It's my whole life that I am offering. I give it over to the King of Kings. I give it over to the King of Kings. Nothing before me, nothing in my past. Even in the storm, Lord, your peace surpasses Nothing can separate me from your love. Nothing can separate me from your love. Lord, you are King of Kings. I'm here to give you everything. It's my whole life that I'm offering. I give it over to
Okay, throw it in
the
for them.
King of Kings. I give it over to the King of Kings.
Ooh, all right, put it in.
Give my heart, give my soul. Lord, I give up control.
All right, ready for our morning prayer? Now before I run to play, let me not forget to pray to God who kept me through the night and waked me with the morning light. Help me, Lord, to love thee more than I ever loved before. In my work and in my play, be thou with me through. Good job. You got more? Here, Judah, look. You got more? Yay! Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Wow, Pluto doesn't count. Who was our very first president? George Washington. How many nickels are in a dollar? How many dimes are in a dollar? Good. How many quarters are in a dollar? 4. How many pennies are in a dollar? 1? 1 penny in a dollar? 100. One morning in Maine. This is our read aloud, and it's going to go with our art recitation. The squashed earth. It is a flattened earth, isn't it? So on our map, we have to find Maine. Where is our story taking place? Where is the state? Maine. I'll give you a hint. It's over here. Prairie School, they moved from their farm in Maine all the way to Colorado. So we are going to be talking about Maine. This is where our setting of our story takes place. So a setting is where our story takes place, the location. And where is the location of our story one morning in Maine?
In Maine.
In Maine, good. So our setting is in Maine, right? Because that is the location that our story takes place in. That is the setting. So she pulled the covers up and was just about to go back to sleep when she remembered, oh, today is the day I'm going to Bucks Harbor with my father. What do we think Bucks Harbor is? What is a harbor? Do you know?
Get some stuff.
Be careful, Jane, and don't get it in your hair. Then she squeezed some toothpaste on her own brush. And when she started to brush her teeth, something felt very strange. One of her teeth felt loose. She wiggled it with her tongue and wiggled it with her finger. Who else has had a loose tooth?
Fee.
Yeah, and soon you will. Anna have a pretty dress. So Declan said A. Why does the A on Anna need to be capitalized?
Because it's a name.
Because it's a name. Also
Like
a proper noun, right? Because a name is a proper noun. So let's rewrite it. Anna. Good job.
Anna has.
It. You found our second mistake. They have Anna have a pretty dress. But what should it be? Anna
Have.
what?
Has.
Good. Has. We are on a quick lunch break. We ended up spending more time after our morning chores just playing outside because it was so nice out. We gathered eggs, got the chickens nesting boxes with some fresh straw. We gave them water, and we focused a lot on our enrichment and recitation this morning, as well as some grammar. So we still have plenty of school to do, but the kids requested doing a picnic outside. So I am going to just be making some sandwiches and getting a little picnic basket ready for eating outside. We have some homemade mulberry jam that needs used up, so I'm just going to be making some simple PB&Js.
Morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. In times that are changing and when hope is fading, I know I can turn to your embrace. 'Cause there's so much beauty under your heaven, and I'm grateful every day. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I've lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my
Finn, what about?
I left my heart open so you hear my prayer.
Good job. Good job. And what is this word? Okay, let's sound it out. What does P say? Good. This one is my favorite ever. And then let's see. Ooh, this one is my favorite. And this J is absolutely fantastic. Oh, and look at that great eye. Keep going. Just start at the bottom, go to the dots, and back down. For reading, my son is on the book Prairie School. There is a workbook to go along with it that has vocab and comprehension questions. And my daughter is on The Courage of Sarah Noble. I love that starting towards the middle to end of first grade, they start reading individual books. It helps to change things up, and I love that Memoria Press also includes workbooks.
Actually, with the one, old golden,
Yeah,
no, light.
good. So we just finished up our writing, which was cursive, and our reading. And then I worked with my youngest daughter on some kindergarten skills, both reading and math. I am going to be making some cabbage burgers tonight, or in Nebraska, where I'm from, we call them runzas. They're so delicious and super easy, so I'm going to be making that. I will have the recipe linked down below. And to get started, I'm going to be lighting my Antique Candle Company candle in Country Home. This smells so good. As you can tell, I am almost done with it. I am actually almost out of all of the scents that I have from them, and so I need to restock. I saw that their fall scents are now available, which makes me super excited because today has not been as hot, and it definitely feels a little bit more like fall. I'm not ready for fall yet, but it is nice to have some days where it is not so hot and humid. I also apologize for my kids. They're playing in the sunroom next to me while they are on break. When I get this dough going, I will start math with them, and then we will have a longer break. Today, we did not get to spelling or Latin, but depending on the enrichment that we do, whether it is history, geography, science, some of those things take a little bit longer, and so I do different subjects on different days. I try to do them all every day, but if I don't get to it, I'm not going to stress, and we will get to it throughout the week. If you are interested in any of the antique company candles, I do have a discount code for you. I will have all of that linked down below. I am just mixing 4 teaspoons of yeast with 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of warm water. I apologize, the video stopped, but I did add 3/4 cup of warm milk. You want to make sure that your milk and your water are warm because that will help to activate the yeast. If it is too hot, it can kill the yeast, and you don't want that. I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. It should become bubbly, a little bit foamy, and then I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. In the meantime, I'm going to be melting 1 stick of butter, and then I will be adding that as well as some salt, some eggs, and getting our dough going. I also apologize if the audio is not great. My microphone was dead, and I honestly didn't want to bother with trying to get that up and going because I've had so many problems with it. And I also have kind of a congestion, head cold, and so I apologize if the sound is not great. So I'm going to be adding in 1 stick of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 eggs. This candle smells so good. Oh my gosh, so good.
Are you going to watch them? They all drive on the table. No.
I'm going to give this a quick stir and then add in 4.5 cups of flour. Because I haven't made this recipe with a whole wheat dough, and I'm making this meal for another family, I'm just going to be using all-purpose flour, but I am very excited to experiment with my 100% whole wheat recipe to see how those turn out with these burgers. I think that they will be so delicious, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to use my trusty recipe. So here is the dough. It should be tacky but not sticky to the point that it's peeling off onto your fingers. I'm going to allow this about an hour to an hour and a half of rise time before I roll out the dough and place the cabbage and ground beef in it. You want to be sure that your cabbage and ground beef have cooled before you place the inside filling onto the dough. Otherwise, it will start to dissolve your dough, and it is really hard to work with if you make your meat filling and then try to apply it onto your dough right away. So I am going to be melting an entire bar of the Baker's unsweetened chocolate for some waffle cookies. You want to make sure this is melted, and then I'm going to be adding in some softened, almost melted, but not completely melted butter. I'm doing 2 sticks or 1 cup. Now that my chocolate is melted, I'm just going to be adding in all of my ingredients and whisking it.
So this was late afternoon, starting to get evening time, and my kids got really loud and things kind of got chaotic, especially because I am always running late. And so, of course, I was late bringing this family their meal. So I didn't have time to continue talking to the camera. I kind of just needed to get things going. I know that you guys know how that is, but I am just finishing up making waffle cookies. This is one of my favorite desserts ever. A lady from our hometown named Judy was famous for her waffle cookie recipe, and I am so excited that I can continue it and make it for family and friends, and now sharing it with you guys. Hopefully you love it as well. Again, I did all-purpose flour. It's just because I am used to this recipe being with all-purpose flour. I think it would be delicious being 100% whole wheat. But again, because I was sharing this meal with another family, I didn't want to try whole wheat and something happened to go wrong. It is very simple and quick to make. I just mix up the batter. The batter will start to thicken the longer it sits out and your cookies are cooking, just due to the chocolate starting to harden, but it's no big deal. Just keep placing that thick batter into your waffle iron and then just take it out. Make sure that it's still a little bit soft. You have to be very delicate. You don't want the cookies to break, but if you allow them to get crisper, then you will get a more hard cookie. And I guess if you like hard cookies, then go ahead and keep it on for a few more minutes. But I like these to be very soft. And then I placed them on a cooling rack and just quickly made some icing, which is just a mixture of powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla. And I don't measure it. I normally just pour some into a bowl and slowly add milk or heavy cream until I get the consistency that I want. You want this icing to be a little bit thicker, runny enough to where you can spread it around and drizzle it on the cookies, but you want it to be thick enough that in due time it starts to harden.
In each breath that I breathe, when I wake or I sleep, everything I need is found in you. All in you. Everything I need is found in you. Found in you, Jesus.
Then I am going to be making up my cabbage burgers, or what we like to call runzas. Maybe you call them buroks. I got this cabbage from the farmer's market and I was actually very unimpressed with it. There was a lot of brown spots throughout it and a lot of bad parts, so I was kind of disappointed with that. I ended up using about 1/3 of the cabbage for these cabbage burgers, and then I saved the rest of all of the good parts for making some cabbage soup for tonight. Then I'm just going to be cutting up some onion from our garden. I should have put some shallots in there. We have so many shallots that we picked from our garden and are drying out, and so I should have added those, but I added some onion, some salt and pepper, cabbage, 2 pounds of ground beef, and then I ended up making 16 cabbage burgers. I think that I probably could have got 18, but 16 worked just perfectly for the amount of filling that I had.
What is love that the God of the heavens would stoop down to love me with grace? In the midst of my pride and rebellion, his love wouldn't give up the chase. In each breath that I breathe, when I wake or I sleep,